Hi Leos, this is Paulette from Warrior Cherry Tarot. I'm going to be doing your mid-April love reading. Before I get into it, I do apologize. I'm not feeling well, and this is the only time that I have to actually do the reading. So if you hear sniffling or coughing or sneezing or whatever, I do apologize right now. So I will be leaving some links in the comments if you guys like the products that I use. You guys can go there and purchase them. I also have created an adult tarot book that I'll be leaving in the links. If you know of anybody who actually likes that type of stuff, go ahead and purchase there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. And let's see what's going on with your person. We're going to do 4 oracle cards for them. See what's going on in their mind, the heart. What needs to be said. What's going on with them, okay? So let's just take a look. Okay, last shuffle. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, Spirit, show me what's going on with Leo's person. What are they thinking, feeling? What's going on with them right now? Please give me 4 oracle cards, please. Oh, let me go ahead and spray this here real quick. This is manifestations, love manifestation spray. All right. Let's get a clear reading in love. One more. They have mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. So it could be that somebody is going through self-esteem situations, or it could be that they're not happy in their own skin right now for some reason. And this might be a factor of what's affecting your relationship with this person. Either if it's through dating, or, you know, if right now it's just starting off, or if you really are in a relationship with this person, how they're feeling about themselves could be a problem. Phoenix, how's that for happily ever after? So there's something going on in their own personal life right now that they feel like things didn't go the way they wanted it to, and they feel like they have to accept whatever ended or whatever didn't go right, or whatever situation they didn't feel fair. They understand that regardless of whatever happened, they need to rewrite their story. They know that they have full control of changing the situation in love. And here we have Princess. You can be your own knight. Now, for some of the males that do watch this, if you are a guy, don't get lost in this, okay? Don't get lost in all of this. Because it doesn't matter where it's male or female. You know who you're, coming for. Spirit knows. So whatever comes out, it has to do with your person. And that also goes for the females. Don't get confused by what you see here when it comes to genders, okay? So your person got Princess. You can be your own knight. This is a person that at one point felt like they were either stuck in a situation, dealing with certain things in love, and they understood, they got the wisdom, the knowledge that they don't need anybody to come in to pull them out of certain situations in love. If they know that something wasn't working, they know they have enough strength to pull themselves out of the situation. They have enough strength to do it. But let me see what else. But yeah, they just felt like there's something that they needed to escape, either within the situation with you, or just the relationship in general. They felt like they had to escape, or just their own thoughts, because like I said, there's something going on that they weren't comfortable in their own skin and who they are as a person. They just weren't happy. They're probably self-conscious Maybe how they spoke to you, how they did things, maybe how they have sex with you. They're probably self-conscious, or they feel like their body needs to look a specific way. They have to learn how to love themselves as a person. Um, and sometimes it could also be that they have unhealthy behavior or patterns that they know that they need to change. And so it has to, it's getting to a place where they understand that now they have to have a healthy mindset and accept themselves for who they are, and not let that be a huge problem that it messes things up either with you or just situations in love in general. Okay? But yeah, in this situation here, it could be that they needed to rescue themselves. They know that no matter how many times you told them, or how other people told them, oh, you look amazing, or you're great, or, you do such a great job in this area or that area, they know that they don't need people to pump them up to get them to have a good mindset about themselves. They need to do that for themselves. They need to rescue themselves from unhealthy patterns, from low self-esteem or being self-conscious. Just like their mindset, how they do things, they have to rescue themselves. They have to, be their own knight. They understand that they have to work on, that this is the problem, and get themselves out of it. Okay? And this is what this is all about. Like, they have to rewrite their story. They have to make changes with themselves to get themselves to that place, where they're healthy in relationships with you and with others. And so they may have felt hopeless, and, they probably felt like they couldn't get through their thoughts and feelings about themselves. But, they understand now what the work that they have to put in. Let's get one more card. One more card. Okay, last shuffle. Be your own first priority. Ain't that the truth? Okay. So they understand, in order to get all of this to change and to work on themselves, they need to put themselves first. They understand that there are times that they have to pull away, and they need time to themselves, either to meditate or to exercise or to see a therapist or go somewhere where they feel like they can get themselves back to loving themselves, accepting themselves, making changes, rewriting their story. They're just going through a place where they need to work on themselves and get outside of whatever it was that was affecting them, so they can be better in a relationship. Okay, they had to rescue themselves, and that's through accepting, okay, I have an issue. Either it's a body complex or whatever it was that they were dealing with, their doubts, that they're able to actually have a good relationship with someone. All of that, they had to accept, okay, there is a problem, make a change, rescue themselves, accept it, and then put themselves first, put in the work to move themselves forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and do your chakra cards, or their chakra cards, for each card here. All right, Spirit, give me the card to clarify mirror. And just to make it clear, ladies, men do have body complexes. It's not just women. It's also men too. And men do doubt themselves a lot of the time. And it may seem like, you think that men don't care. But they do care about how they look, how they feel, how they talk to someone. Some of them are so shy that, they feel like they can't come up to people and ask them out on a date. Or they feel like they can't get the girl that they want. Men go through stuff like this too. It's not just women. Okay, so here we go. Give me mirror, please. Clarify mirror. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just one. Look at isolation. This right here, this feeling of, you know, having this self-conscious or situation, it put them in the place where they're isolating themselves. If you notice that your person was like hardly talking or getting to the place where they're kind of pulling back a little bit, it had nothing to do with you. It had to do a whole lot with them. Okay, give me Phoenix, please. Clarify Phoenix. Clarify Phoenix. Growth. Okay, well, damn. Okay, in order for them to grow, they have to make those changes. They have to rewrite their story in order for them to grow and get out of this isolation period of, you know, their whatever it was that was affecting them. They had to do with either themselves, their body, their mindset, or even just their confidence. Okay, give me a card for Princess, please. Facade. I think for a while they were faking it, that they were okay, that there was nothing wrong. They realized that they couldn't do that anymore. They can't do this anymore because it was really hitting them hard, and it was affecting a lot of their relationships, not just in love, but just with people in general. And so they're faking it this entire time until they finally got to that place where they realized, you know what, I can't do that anymore. They had to step away from this facade and rescue themselves from it. Acting like if it was okay, nobody knew what was really going on with them. Okay, please clarify mural. Clarify mural, please. Last one. Soulmate. Okay. Once they work on putting themselves first and making the changes that they need to make, getting outside of this isolation, having growth, and rescuing themselves from this facade of, you know, believing that they're not good enough, they're going to get to a place where finally they'll be able to be a good soulmate to someone. And they'll be able to align better with you if you're the person that they see as a soulmate. But something was happening here where they just didn't believe that they were good enough. They're just so self-conscious. But they're breaking through it, and they will be. Okay? So let's go ahead and dive into the tarot part. And let's see what comes up for you guys. Okay, here we go. Last one. All right. Go ahead and clarify mirror and isolation, please. Clarify mirror and isolation, please. Yeah, they're wounded. I think they're their own worst enemy. But the thing is that while they beat themselves up and went through all of this, they are finally gonna decide to be a warrior, because this is a wounded warrior. Okay, see that bear back there? See how it's coming back to get them? A lot of what was going on with them, mentally, personally, just themselves, like I said, they were their own worst nightmare. Their doubts, their feelings, their emotions, their self-consciousness, their just everything that was going on that they weren't accepting about themselves will come and mess with them. And they would beat their own selves up. They would really hurt themselves through whatever it is that they felt they weren't good enough about. But now they're taking a stance. They're no longer isolating themselves. They're going to be breaking free from this. And this is a person, I would have to say, Leo, that I would be proud to have someone like this, because they're using all their strength to get beyond all of this and to fight their own shadow side of not accepting themselves or loving themselves for who they are, or feeling like they can't be a good enough partner for you. This person is standing up against those things that they're feeling, and continue to move forward, and understanding that they still have passions and desires for a relationship. And they're going to go and get it. Regardless of what's going on here, they're going to break free from that. They're going to balance themselves again. They're going to bring themselves back to center. They really are. Yep. There's that new love. This is not a love for you per se, but they're bringing new passion and new love into their own life for themselves. In order for this person to love you properly, Leo, they got to learn to love themselves. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen here once they realize what they're doing. Oh, look at that. 10 of Cups. So once they learn to accept themselves and love themselves, they'll be able to offer you something better. They'll be able to offer you something that's going to bring you both happiness. Okay? So let's go ahead and go into Phoenix and growth. King of Pentacles. You may be dealing with an earth sign. I see earth. I see water so far. And I do see some fire. But yeah, this is a person that is going to get to the place where they're going to bring themselves back to the place of being stable, being able to give, being able to work hard on a relationship and work hard on themselves. They're going to invest in themselves as well and bring growth. Bring growth in their life and in their own relationships. Yep, and there's the Page of Wands. They're gonna be going after what they desire. They're focusing on their passions again. And they may be bringing you a message, letting you know. Yeah, they're going to finally get to that place where they're going to go after what they want. Yep, look at that. 6 of Swords. They're going to leave behind these old thoughts that they had about themselves. They understood that they were stressing themselves out over their own. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 9 of Cups. I'm telling you, these cards are insane. So yeah, they're going to move away from all of this because they know that this is going to cause issues in a relationship with you or any relationship, either friendship, family, whatever, with whatever's going on with them. It was so heavy, but they're understanding that these are just thoughts that they're, that they were doing, that they were thinking on their own, and those thoughts weren't really true. And so they're trying to move away from that. They're collecting themselves and just going beyond that. They're not doing that anymore. You know what I just got right now? This is for some, and you guys may know this, but this is not for everybody now. For some, what I'm getting is that a lot of this issues with their self-conscious or their body or their thoughts or them feeling like they're not good enough, their body complex all started when they were a child. That inner child is still there. Look at that inner child is still there with them. And look at how they're covered up. They're so... Okay, this might be a little bit out of pocket, so please don't take offense. They may have been sexually abused. They cover themselves up. They really don't show, like they don't show pride in their bodies. Something happened when they were a child, and it caused a lot of issues in their thoughts and in their behaviors. But they're freeing themselves from that. And they understand this person, like I said, they may go through a therapist. So this person, probably is going to go get help or already has. But this is not for everybody, okay? So this is not going to resonate with all the Leos. But this is a person who has gone through some heavy ass shit. And they are doing the work. I mean, they're putting in the work to get beyond all of this. And it's hard to change your mindset and to change something that was there since you were little. But that inner child is still with them. Okay, so they're healing their inner child. For others, they're just moving themselves forward out of these thoughts that they had since they were a kid. And what they're going to do is that they understand that they only can bring their own happiness. They can bring their own contentment. They have to find that love within themselves first before they can even offer it to anybody else. Yeah. And what they're also moving away from too, maybe at some point, some of them may have had an eating issue. And maybe that's why they're having a body complex, because some of them might have been a little bit heavy set. If it wasn't that, it just, something was going on here with them that they overindulged in a lot of areas because of how they felt about themselves. But they're moving away from that. But they're also going to their full contentment of what makes them happy, and they can only bring happiness to themselves. Okay, let's go into Princess. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay, some of you, again, I said it's a water sign. It may be a water sign. This person is going to get to the place where once they rescue themselves and put in the work, they'll be able to offer love. They'll be able to operate in a healthy manner in a relationship. They'll be able to be openly affectionate and to give. And I think once they go through the process of letting all this heavy stuff go, they're going to, they will go through emotions and they will cry and be open about it. Look at the Five of Pentacles. They had to escape this feeling of being alone. Yeah, this is a person who was very loving, very caring. They had to escape and understand that they're not in this alone. Okay? They had to get out of that isolation. Whoa. And look at, they're going to come and do an equal give and take. They're going to give. Once they get to that place of getting out of all of this, and break through this facade and rescue themselves, they'll get themselves healthy enough where they'll be able to give. And it may also be that once they actually verbalize what they have gone through and the changes that they're making, they'll see that others are going to be giving back to them, either through advice or love or hugs or you know, just like, man, that's great, that you're able to do this for yourself. You know, people are gonna just be lifting them up, and sometimes that's what they're gonna need, is to hear positive things of what they're doing to better themselves. But there's something going on here that is a conflict. Okay? What is the... I think the conflict was that they're feeling like for a while they felt like people didn't care about them or love them. And they just felt so isolated, and they probably felt like people weren't wanting to give equally to them. And so that was a conflict to them. And like I said, it all took place when they were younger, for some, okay, where they felt like, you know, people just didn't really care about them. Either they were put down in some kind of way, but they just always felt alone. So it could just be that, you know, they went through some pretty crazy relationships or family relationships where, you know, they just felt like they just weren't given the love that they needed. Now that I'm thinking about it, the facade could also be that at one point their mindset was that they felt like no matter how much love they give anybody, even you, they felt like they're going to end up being put out in the cold or being rejected in some kind of way, that there was going to be no equal give and take, even though that's what they wanted, and that there was going to be conflict between them in any type of relationship that they have. So that's the facade. That's what's not true, but they're understanding that that's not true. So let's get into the mural. Sorry, I had to pause the video a couple of times because I'm just not feeling well, guys. And so I'm just going through coughing fits and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Once they put themselves first and make these changes, they'll be able to finally create this 10 of Pentacles relationship with you where it's healthy and you guys are stable in your relationship, and everything around you guys flows better and grows and comes into union correctly. I wonder what this is. The Five of Swords. So there's something that they felt they had a fight with someone else, and they felt like they had to separate themselves from someone. They felt like there was always like issues or fights, and neither you won in the situation. The Three of Pentacles came reversed, and it got to the place where both of you stopped working on this relationship. And I think it had to do with the fact that their own personal issues about themselves caused issues. Like I said, it was going to cause issues in this relationship. But they understand that they got to bring this back, you know. They know that there is an opportunity to have stability in a relationship that, you know, is the 10 of Pentacles. They can add new things to this relationship, more stability, more growth. But because of what they were going through, I think what pushed them to make those changes was the fact that there was too much issues between you and them. And it got to the place, either you told them, if you keep it up with whatever it is that you're doing, we're done here. I don't want to work with you anymore. If it's not that, they just feel like if they continue down this road, then eventually you're going to tell them this. And both of you are going to walk away very unhappy. So Spirit, give me the outcome for Leo and this person. Okay. So honesty and truth is going to come out. There's going to be a balancing, justice in the situation. So they may come and give you clarity about what's going on with them if you don't know about their situation yet. And they're going to come very quickly, Nine of Wands, to give you this message, to speak to you about what's going on with them and what they're planning to do, or what they already have done, the work that they put in already. And if this is a person that hasn't gone through the process yet, they may tell you that they need to have a moment to work on themselves. Yeah, more clarity, more truth, Ace of Swords. So if they come out and tell you this and you don't believe them, they're telling you the truth. When they tell you it's not you, it's me, it really is them. Okay, there's stuff that's been there for years. Stuff that they've been battling with themselves for years, and now they're getting to a place, okay, I need to move forward from this behavior, from whatever it is that's pushing me back. I'm my own worst enemy, and I need to work on myself, and they're going to be telling you that. Yeah, and they're going to be working hella hard to focus and rebuild themselves back up again. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. And look, at they're finally going to have a peace of mind. They'll be able to let a lot of this stuff go. And they'll be able to finally rest and put things to sleep, you know. But yeah, this is what I have for you guys. If this resonated, please give me a like and a subscribe. Yeah, just keep showing me love, Leos. You guys are amazing. So I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful end of the month. And you guys take care of yourself. If this doesn't resonate with you, remember, check your other charts as well and see if those help you a little bit better. And also, I'll be doing the May readings very soon. Okay? You guys take care of yourself. Bye.